Hi guys, this is Weekly Wax Melts number 13, and this is going to be kind of a mixed bag of reviews. Our weather here has been absolutely crazy lately, which actually isn't unusual for Wisconsin. Today, as you can see, I'm sitting here in a sweatshirt, and I actually have the furnace turned on because our temperatures feel more like late September, early October. And last week, for a good part of the week, we had temperatures that were actually warmer than what a lot of my friends and family in the south were experiencing. It was close to 100 degrees here most of the week with extremely high humidity. And you'll have to excuse me if I'm swallowing a lot today again, or if I pause to take a drink. My thyroid is actually kicking up and being weird again. So, before I get started on the actual review, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of my new subscribers and all of those on Victoria's customers on her various Facebook sites and etc. who have left such wonderful comments. I think I can probably safely say on behalf of anyone who does these reviews that we so much appreciate those comments. You know, thanking us for doing the reviews and telling us how much you appreciate us for doing them, and, you know, commenting saying, oh, my nose is so similar to yours and now I know which scents to order. It just really means a lot for, you know, to all of us, for whatever reason you watch them. You might only watch them for entertainment value, but it really does mean a lot to all of the different reviewers out there. So thank you so much for that. I'm just going to jump right in and get started here. I melted Serendipity. Now, I give this 4 3/4 stars. I can smell the cherry, the almond, and the coconut equally in here. And for those of you who are somewhat afraid of some of the cherry scents, because some of them can be almost overpoweringly strong, to the point where you get almost a medicinal or cough drop smelling cherry out of them. This is not one of those scents. It's not actually a bakery scent or a bakery cherry either, in my opinion. To me, it smells more like maraschino cherry juice. I loved this scent. It was wonderful. The only thing that I didn't particularly care for, now I've only had this for a month, so it might be for that reason. I got a fairly light throw out of this, which surprised me because cold I expected it to be considerably stronger. But perhaps it just needs more cure time. Either way, it's a fantastic scent and one I think a lot of people will really like. Excuse me. I melted Salty Dog. Now this is a Black Label top shelf scent shot, so this one is a little more pricey, $3 1/4 versus $2 for, you know, a standard scent shot from Victoria. But the extra $1 1/4 that you pay for this one is well worth it. Now, I'm not sure who it was that first said that Salty Dog smells like juicy fruit gum, but they were exactly right. When I smell this cold, I get almost a grapefruity scent out of it, in addition to that smell of juicy fruit. Now, I know this is actually, it's apple, citrus, although it doesn't specify what type of citrus, pumpkin, and spice. Now, even in the warmer, I did not get the pumpkin out of it, unless that's where the spice is coming from. Once it went into the warmer, it actually smelled even more like juicy fruit gum, warm, than it does cold. And the spice in here, I've heard a few people say that they thought it was pretty heavy on the spice. I did not get that. I got this really lovely, subtle little kick of spice that just made this absolutely fantastic. Now, I did melt this on one of those exceptionally hot days. So I had my doors and windows open and the fans going. I don't use air conditioning, although I probably should have last week. Even with the doors and windows open and the fans going, this threw so well and was so long lasting that I absolutely loved it and will definitely be ordering more of that one. I melted mint tea. Now this is peppermint in here, and it was fairly heavy on the peppermint. Gus, the neighbors are up across the road for the weekend. They have a vacation home and their dogs are outside, so I apologize. This is peppermint in the mint tea, which to me was the predominant scent. I smelled that quite a bit more than I did the mint, or I'm sorry, than I did the tea. But the tea that I did smell in here was like a brewed tea with a little bit of sugar in it. It was nice. 4.25 stars. There are just, other minty scents that I prefer over this one. I melted Sugary cinnamon bread pudding. Now, I know a lot of people have been waiting for reviews on this. I know those people who have tried it already absolutely love it, and I can see why. I give it 5 stars. Smelling it cold, I can definitely pick out the sugared shortbread that's in here and the cinnamon. Once it went in the warmer, it smelled very similar to cinnamon raisin bread to me. Now, cinnamon raisin bread is my all-time favorite bakery scent for burning or melting during the cooler months. I actually have some in the one of the warmers in the bedroom right now. Cinnamon raisin bread to me is more of a doughy scent, and this, because of the sugared shortbread in it, is more of a cookie scent. Of the two, I think I still prefer cinnamon raisin bread. This, when it went in the warmer, was just a little bit spicier, which that didn't bother me. And by spicier, I mean the cinnamon wasn't quite as sweet. Now, maybe in the cinnamon raisin bread, the raisin helps to cut the spiciness a little bit. I don't know. They are so similar, but, this still rates 5 stars and is definitely worth trying. I melted cucumber melon, and the reason I'm kind of snickering is because this is one of those memory-inducing scents to me. I give this 5 stars. It smells exactly like the Bath & Body Works spray. You get the freshness from the cucumber and with just a hint of greenness, and then that lovely sweet melon scent of Victoria's. The reason I say this is memory-inducing is because when my kids were in high school, they're both in their 20s now, my whole house reeked of this every morning because that's what they used. The Bath & Body Works spray, obviously. So I love that one. Fruit salad, I gave 4.75 stars. This was wonderful and actually a big surprise to me because it was so strong and long lasting, and I loved it. You get all of the components that you would in a fruit salad. You can smell those various types of fruits in here, and then that really thick, rich, heavy Cool Whip. This one lasted close to 2 days. And I melted French toast. This one is another that I give 5 stars. If you like Granny's pie crust, I think it's safe to say that you're going to love this. This is very similar to Granny's pie crust, other than you get more of a maple scent out of this because it is, French toast. So French toast obviously has the maple syrup on it. This one, though, I preferred this over Granny's pie crust simply because I do like the maple scents, but this one was stronger throwing than Granny's pie crust, and Granny's pie crust takes a considerable amount of cure time, in my opinion, before you get the true effect of how wonderful that scent is. This one does not need a lot of cure time. I've only had this one too about a month and a half. I need to start writing my dates on the caps like Jason and some of you others do, so I can remember exactly when I got them. But this was fantastic. 5 stars on this one as well. Another really good week in melting. I am going to start, I think, doing these reviews on Mondays rather than Fridays. It's just easier for me to get them done on Mondays. So I hope you'll continue to watch. thank you for those, again, who have been leaving such wonderful comments, and to my new subscribers. I'll talk to you next week. Until then.